everybody, and welcome to episode 12 of the Tottenham Way with Tottenham Hotspur. Today we face the Carabao Cup Final against Brentford, the Thomas Frank derby, if you will. Will we win the Carabao Cup for the fifth time, or will Brentford win the Carabao Cup for the first time in their history? Let's find out as we go back over the history of how both teams got here. So, Brentford started their campaign in the second round by beating Bristol Rovers. Then they beat Norwich City by 4-1. Then they had a great win against Manchester City in round 4 to knock them out of the Carabao Cup. Then they beat Sunderland at home in the quarter-finals. They drew with Nottingham Forest in the first leg at home. But in the second leg of the semi-finals, they found their way through to today, winning by 3-1. We, of course, being in European action, started in round 3 with a good win away at QPR. Then we beat Chelsea on penalties. João Pedro missed the vital kick to send us through. Then we hammered Burnley in the quarter-final, winning 6-2 on the night. We backed that up with the best performance of the season so far as we beat Liverpool by 4-0. And we lost the second leg by 1-0 in the semi-finals, meaning we take our place in today's final. And we talk about Brentford being the underdogs. This is why. They have a notorious record of not doing very well when it comes to getting to Wembley. They finally achieved it when they were promoted to the Premier League, winning in the playoff final. But yeah, they haven't had that many trips to Wembley down the years. If they have, it's been in defeat. And whilst I don't want to flex too much, we do have a fairly decent record when it comes to making the final and winning the final. The FA Cup we lost in '87 to Coventry. It's the Carabao Cup that we're concentrating on today. Obviously, we won the trophy in 2008, thanks to Jonathan Woodgate's header against Chelsea. I was there in 99 and 2008 when Alan Nielsen scored in 99 as well. I was also there in 2002, 2009, 2015. Wasn't there in 21, it was COVID. There wasn't that many people in the stadium as we lost to Manchester City. So our recent record in the final isn't a great one. So here are the two starting lineups for the Carabao Cup Final as Vicario starts in goal for us. Porro, Dragusin, Romero, Udogie, Palhinha, Bergvall, Gallagher, Kulusevski, Johnson, with Richarlison leading the line as Brentford start with Valamarston in goal, Collins, Vanderberg, Pinnock, Coyote, Henderson, Jensen, Hickey, Damsgaard, Sade, with Uwatra leading the line for them. And will it be Brentford's day in the sun, or will we win this trophy for the fifth time? Obviously, as I mentioned earlier, 99, Alan Nielsen's header in the dying seconds to beat Leicester City. 2008, Jonathan Woodgate's goal to beat Chelsea in extra time. The rest we forget about. The 0-0 draw with Manchester United, the loss in Cardiff against Blackburn, the defeat to Chelsea at Wembley under Maurizio Pochettino. It all is forgotten as Wembley awaits a winner. Can we do it? Yes, I have got a suit jacket on. I do not like wearing a shirt, so the jacket is on for today. Although we're wearing yellow and I'm wearing blue, so never mind. We'll see how we get on. Why are we wearing yellow, incidentally? We are the home team, technically. Unless Brentford's away kit clashes with our home kit as well. Who knows? Anyway, early corner for Brentford. They seem to have started better looking at the stats anyway. Damsgaard with it. Ball into the penalty area and Palhinha will head it away. Gallagher will pick it up, will he? No, Jensen is there first. Damsgaard trying to get away from Johnson. Ball into the penalty area. Henderson with the shot, deflected behind. We did have a few question marks over a few today. What we would do in goal. Vicario started the semi-final. Kinski started the rest, and it was a toss-up between those two. And Radu in, and there's going to be a penalty. There's going to be a penalty for Brentford inside 10 minutes. We're going to figure out whether my goalkeeping choice was right or not. Checking, yellow card awarded, penalty awarded. Dragusin coming in for Van der Ven today. We'll take a yellow card for that. And a chance for Brentford to go in front after 11 minutes. Chance for Vicario potentially to make a save. He did in the Super Cup final, way back in August. Now we're in March. As Damsgaard steps up for Brentford to put them in front. No, Vicario with the save. Well done, that man. Those Tottenham fans behind that goal will be delighted with that. And Brentford miss an opportunity. We have a free kick. We've struggled to get shots away. I mean, we've struggled to do a lot of stuff in the first 15 minutes. Still the hangover from Wednesday night, it would appear, as it's a corner kick. Good save from the goalkeeper. Obviously, I made a few changes today with Wednesday night in mind in terms of players lacking fitness. Mickey van der Ven definitely, and Dominic Solanke and people like that. They are waiting in reserve if we need them. And let's see how we get on as we slowly start to grow into this game. As Kulusevski's in behind. Dejan, oh, unlucky son. And Sade will pick it up. He's got Destiny up against him, goes straight beyond him. And good header back from Dradu. Well done, son. Forget about the penalty. It's gone. Dragusin in towards Pedro Porro. Up the lane for Dejan Kulusevski. Bergval. As it start to build. We haven't played well for the first 20 minutes. Just growing into this final. You have to wonder who will be the more nervous. Obviously, I was talking about 87 earlier. No one expected Coventry to win that FA Cup final, and they did. So, shades of that today, really. No one really expects Brentford to win this, but they will give it a damn good go. As Coyote picks it up. Ball into the penalty area. It's ping-ponging across the penalty area. You've got to deal with it. And it's cleared away. Thought there might be another penalty check, but there's not this time. But we are not getting anywhere near the football at the moment. And Dougie will pick it up. And hopefully we can retain possession for a couple of seconds, but no. Oh my word, and Brentford lead. Damsgaard with it. All our own making, that one. Berate them. Brentford lead by 1-0. And it's Destiny's poor ball out from the back that's done it. I mean, it's a simple ball in front of him to Johnson. And he just doesn't find him. And Damsgaard is all alone in the penalty area. Vicario dives way too early for my money. And Brentford lead after 20 minutes. Deserved. I'll hold my hands up. Kulusevski. Into Radu. On to Romero. In towards Gallagher. Looking early for Richarlison. He timed his run. Can he finish it though, Richie? He can! Well done, Richarlison. Good boy. Weren't behind for long. Second goal of this competition. And that will do nicely. Conor Gallagher with a beautiful ball over the top. And Richarlison times a run, folks. Mark the day, mark the time. Richarlison's onside. And he finishes it beautifully. As Jensen's got the ball. Need to kick on from that. They weren't in front for long. Because Brentford are capable of seeing this out at 1-0. I'll say that now without any degree of uncertainty. As the ball goes up the line, Romero comes across. Defensively, we have been a little bit all over the shop, haven't we? Brennan chips the ball upfield. I mean, Richarlison's not going to make it. Just got to look after the ball, boys. I think that's all I would say at the moment. We aren't looking after it at all. And the ball is going to Hickey. Pedro Porro, just stand him up. Just stand him up, Pedro. God, I feel like I'm watching him live. That's all I say to Pedro Porro. Just stand him up. He dives in too easily, but he has got us on the counter-attack here. It's a poor pass into Richarlison, so he's got to get back into position, and Vicario will pick up the ball. And I can breathe. Into Dragusin. Driving into midfield. Committing players, and then picking another poor pass. I mean, your passing has been terrible today, boys. I will say that. Where's Vicario going? He's given a free kick, and I think Christian Romero... Oh, I don't know about that. I thought Christian Romero was going. He was the last man. It should have gone, right? I mean, we'll take it. Damsgaard with the free kick off the bar and away. Not quite. Sade picking it up. But yeah, two centre-halves, both on a yellow card now. That's not ideal for us. Kulusevski with a good block in the end. Keep it in play. That's it. Find a teammate. Maybe not one of those two at the moment. So Mickey van der Ven might be called into action because, yeah, with 2 centre-backs on a yellow card, that is not ideal. Ball comes into the penalty area. Vicario punches it away. And I hold my breath. Right. Play in their half. For goodness sake. For at least for a couple of minutes. Richarlison driving down the field. Needs a bit of support. He is the man leading the team at the moment as Palhinha gets the shot away and it's behind for a corner. It's been end to end though, hasn't it? It's been a cracking half an hour. Ball out to Destiny. Just coming up to half time. Is anybody going to take the lead before the break? We pick the ball up with Bergvall. On to Gallagher. Looking for a runner. Finds Udogie running. Finds Johnson as well. Johnson stabs it towards goal. And Brennan Johnson puts us in front just before half time. Johnson again, ole ole. Johnson again, ole ole. Johnson again. Johnson again. Johnson again, ole ole. I love Brennan Johnson. Thank you. Doesn't have quite the same effect it had in Bilbao. It was crazy. And will he score the winning goal in the final again? As Bilbao with the corner. Ball into the penalty area. No one rises for it. Dragusin heads it down. Johnson tries to win the header. Radu will pick it up. Plays it back to Bilbao. Across to Pedro Porro. Have a shot, Pedro. You might as well. He does! Deflect it. Saved by the keeper. Johnson again. Ole ole. Johnson again. Ole ole. Johnson again. Johnson again. Johnson again. Ole ole. Oh, Radu, come across. Oh, it's 2-2. Ottawara. Oh my goodness me. What a first half of football. And that will silence the Tottenham crowd, who would have been singing Johnson again on LA probably. Flick on by Sade. And then, yeah, where are the 2 centre-backs? I mean, Radu comes round on the cover, but it is far too late. It's 2-2. 3 minutes of added time at the end of the first half. We've got a free kick first of all. Romero trying to win the header. Does! Oh, just over the top of the bar. And that is half time. What a first half. 2-2 at the break. Obviously the missed penalty as well. We have had drama right the way through that first half. And we are going to make a change at half time. And it's going to be Dragusin to come off at the break. For Mickey. Yeah. And then let's swap those two around. In possession and out of possession. And we'll trust Christian Romero. Yeah, come on, second half. Let's see what we can do. We've made that change at the break. And then we'll keep an eye on Christian Romero. Because he's only just come back from injury as well. I probably should have taken him off. But I trust him more than I trust Radu. Not to be booked again. And I know that sounds daft. Because it's Christian Romero. But believe me, I trust him. We might put Palhinha in the back too. We might. We'll think about it. Next 10 minutes or so. As the ball is picked up by Kulusevski. It's a poor ball over the top, but we do pick it up with Lucas Bergvall. In towards Johnson. Come on, Brennan, do something with it. Finds Destiny. Finds Johnson again. Ole, ole. Will he find a ball into the centre? No, he'll find Destiny again. Into Conor Gallagher. He's got plenty of space. Curls it towards goal. Good save from the keeper. Right. We are going to see how this attack goes, and then we're going to make a couple of changes. In fairness, we're not going to see how this attack goes because it has completely collapsed around our ears, unless we can win it high. Pinnock into Collins. The counter-attack, that was a poor ball from Johnson. There was no one there to play it to. Damsgaard. Oh, Van der Ven with the challenge. That's all right. Mickey's not on a yellow. He might well be now. No, he's been told to calm down. That's fine. Going to have to be careful with it. He shoots towards goal. Vicario. Up. Out. Good. Corner. Wasn't sure where it was going. Damsgaard with the corner again. Brentford starting to get back on top again. Kulusevski is probably going to come off in a few minutes as the ball is picked up on the edge of the box. Deal with it. Henderson with the shot into the crowd. Right. Let's make a couple of changes. We're looking at Christian Romero. I'm worried about Christian Romero. So we're going to do the sensible thing. So Palhinha is going to go and play centre half. Bentancur will come on for him. We're going to take off Dejan Kulusevski at this point and bring on Mohamed Kudus. That seems like a sensible thing for me to do though, right? With Romero. He's on a yellow card. He is prone to getting a second one. The way the pushing works in this game as well, tactically it's probably a good idea. Just to keep 11 men on the pitch. As Kudus has got the ball. Will he find Richarlison in the centre? He will find Pedro Porro. Nice 1-2 between them. Someone needs to make hay of the gap. I mean, there was a huge gap on the edge of the box, but no one was there. Van der Ven into Gallagher. Looking for Kudus again. First time ball into the centre. No, doesn't play it in. Porro into Bergvall. We're working around the edge of the box. We're looking for the opening. You're going to have to manufacture it yourselves, I think, boys. As the ball goes into Pedro Porro. Cross into Gallagher. Through to Johnson with the shot just wide of the post. Bergvall with the free kick. Half an hour to go. It's been a scrappy second half so far. It's Lucas Bergvall with a bit of magic. Oh, what a save from the keeper. It looked like it was all the world. It was going in towards Van der Ven. On to Bentancur. Looking wide for Johnson. Keeps it in play. Swings it in early. Looking for Kudus. He ain't going to try and win the header. Bergvall with it. Plays it on to Kudus again along the floor this time. Into Pedro Porro. Goes low. Deflected behind. Starting to build up a bit of momentum though, aren't we? Bit of praise from me perhaps. Bit of encouragement. Bit of encouragement I think would be the thing to do. There we go. We talked about bringing on Dominic Solanke. It might well be time for him in a short while, but to be fair, Richarlison's doing well as he tries to find the ball in the centre. Johnson will keep it in play. Playing across the front of goal, Brendan. Or he might well get a shot away. He's taken his time and then he's picked out the wrong man. And Mickey's done the pushing. I told you. Got 2 more subs to make. Got time to make them though. Going into the final 20 minutes of this Carabao Cup Final. It has been impulsing. And hopefully it's going to lead to a win in the end. But Brentford are not going away. Didn't think they would. Destiny's let Coyote go behind him. That's not a good thing to do. Ball towards the back post. Paulinho heads it away. Kudus playing it on to Richarlison. No counter-attack coming. But it might come now. Into Bergvall. On towards Kudus. He's starting from inside his own half. That's never a good thing for Kudus. Give him less time to run. Gallagher plays it through to Johnson. Can he pick a teammate out? Tries to get beyond Coyote. Might have been better just to try and play it through. But we get a free kick on the edge of the box. Into the final 12 minutes. It's a Brentford corner. Damsgaard with it. It's got to be cleared. It can be cleared. It is cleared by Dogi. Go out to it. Jensen trying to get away, has got away. Got to stop the cross if you can. Deflected behind. Janot coming on. Hickey again. Trying to drive it in. Oh, good save for Cario. Had to get there. Ball into the penalty area. Headed away at the near post again. Doesn't go out of play though. That's it. Come with it. Push out. That's what I'd be screaming from the sideline. Try and intercept it. Can't. But we are... I mean, someone try and win the ball back, for God's sake. Coyote. Trying to get the ball in low. Does. And Bergvall will pick it up. And that should be us away. Oh my God, where's he going? Jesus Christ. No, why are we all of a sudden trying to play long ball football? That's it. Bergvall driving into midfield. Finds Richarlison. I'm engrossed in this probably as much as you are at this point. Right, free kick. Time to unplug for a second. Right, so Johnson and Richarlison. I think it's going to be definitely Solanke for Richarlison. We've got a few tired legs out there, so let's get Dallo on for Destiny. And we'll leave Johnson. Wasn't too keen on keeping Richarlison on. He's only just come back from an injury. Shock horror. So yeah, Dominic Solanke on for the final 10 minutes. Plus extra time. I mean, that is a possibility at this point. We will get an extra sub. Obviously, if we get to extra time, Dallo is already on. And then Xavi will probably come on in extra time for Brennan Johnson. That was the change I was going to make. And that will be the change that will come if extra time does. in towards Yanol. Things have settled down a little bit. Haven't had that many chances in the second half. Didn't think we would. Pinnock again. Pressure. Waiting for support. I mean, what are you waiting for? There's two people with you. Vanderberg looking through. Henderson looking over the top. We've got to be careful of that. Mindful of that. Zawata tries to pick it up. Just about keeps it in play. Good challenge. Nothing doing there. Janol, Bergval, and out of play it goes. I'm going to lower the line of engagement, or the defensive line. Don't lower the line of engagement. Lower the defensive line. Get out of the way. Because they're looking to ping that ball in behind. We are heading for another 30 minutes. I don't mind another 30 minutes at this point. As long as we win it, I don't really care. Abdu picks it up. Looking for Thiago. Sade's inside the penalty area. If he can get beyond Palinia. Does. Janol. Knocking it around the penalty area. Time is ticking away. It's behind for another corner. Brentford ending the stronger. And me starting to worry that a goal might be coming. Janol with the corner. It only takes somebody not to mark somebody, or somebody to get the run on somebody at this point in the game. And time is short. Janol with the corner. Ball into the penalty area. And it's headed away by Solanke, was that? I think it was. Johnson will pick it up. Oh my God. Swings it wide for Kudus. Will he keep it in play? He will. I mean, that's the most elaborate way out I've ever seen. But Kudus comes down the field. Counter-attack coming. Can he pick anybody out? He tries it low. Oh, it's an OG. Oh, Ethan Pinnock. Oh, no. For Brentford, at least. For us. Oh, yes. He joins a long list. Gary Mabbott has scored an own goal in the cup final, in the FA Cup final. Des Walker, I think, did as well. And we played them. Ethan Pinnock will want the ground to swallow him up. That is a cruel, cruel way to be beaten. But as Daniel Mann would probably say at this point, Wembley is only for heroes. And that might well be that. We're going to win it thanks to an own goal. And I know what we'll be singing. Own goal again, ole ole. But it is the cruelest way for Brentford to lose this final. But we are going to win it. And there we go. 3-2 the final score. Literally went to the dying seconds. But we have done it. We have done it. And there is the League Cup. The Carabao Cup. And it is going to be in the hands of Pedro Porro. Okay. Would he have taken the captain's armband? I'm sure Mickey Van der Ven would have done. Anyway, lift it high, Pedro. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hey! There we go. Come on! That's 2 finals, 2 wins now, by the way, folks. 1 Super Cup win, 1 Carabao Cup win. And we are the champions, my friends. Doom, doom. And we'll keep on fighting till the end. Don't copyright strike me. We are the champions. So there it is. The final tale of the tape. Damsgaard missing the penalty in the 12th minute. He scored the goal that got them in front. Richarlison equalised pretty much straight away. Brennan Johnson scored just before half-time. And then it was level at half-time. But Ethan Pinnock, 89th minute, he will be gutted. He was taken off when the own goal went in. And he will want the ground to swallow him up at this point. But unlucky Brentford. Well played. And we win the Carabao Cup for a 5th time. And as I mentioned, it is a trophy that has a special place in my heart. It was the first one I see us win in person in 1999. Yeah, grateful to have our hands on it once again. And it's a good time for everybody to enjoy the international break. Those that aren't going away with their countries, of course. So we'll come back for the month of April. We'll just skip it altogether, to be brutally honest. So we'll take on Sunderland, we'll take on Brighton, we'll take on Wolves. We will come back at the start of May for the game with Aston Villa. We aren't going to win the Premier League title, but we can have a huge say in where it ends up at Villa Park on that Saturday night. We'll see what happens between now and then. Will they be able to reel Arsenal in? Will Chelsea be able to reel Arsenal in? We will find out. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you've enjoyed it, please leave a like on it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.